Good morning everybody, and this is your Forex day trade setups for today. So as usual, starting off with Euro USD, and you can see the trend, the downward trend is continuing. We are coming up to a level that I gave you yesterday, which was 117, and I would expect that to be a profit taking area. But let's just have a look at the hour to see what has transpired. So yesterday we didn't really, I suppose you could argue that there was a test. We'll look at that on a lower time frame, 117.500. It was a level that we had in yesterday, and there was selling off there. But what's happened now is that we've tested the break of the 117.251 already, and now heading down to the next level of 117. So I expect us to bounce around here. Bear in mind, this is the end of the month and end of the quarter as well. I suppose the end of the quarter doesn't really do anything to Forex, but it does definitely affect the indexes. So end of the month, it's going to be depending on what the bulls and the bears are trying to achieve. And if we just get to the monthly bar, you'll see that is a solid red bar. So obviously the bears are going to want to close that on its lows, which will just give them confidence that there's more downside to come. Okay, so if we just come to the hour, I think that's not going to help us, doesn't give us much. Come to the 15-minute quickly, and you'll see there is your 15-minute entry right there. So we broke through the level, broke down, came back and tested. Entry is below that pin bar, stop is above the pin bar, and you're at least looking for the next level down here. So from that perspective, you're looking at 73 point risk for a 197 point gain. Okay, anyway, so that is any retest of 117.251 is another shorting opportunity, and you're looking for 117. US dollar Japanese yen is on a tear at the moment, so we did break through. We kind of hovered around yesterday and then got this bar. Now this bar that we see now, it's forming today with the oscillators group like they are, that is looking a little bit like an exhaustion bar for me at the moment. So I just want to scroll left, always scroll left and see where. So there is a fractal level there, and then there is another one right over there with this high here. So that would be my guess at the moment. So we are flirting with 110.749. And then we have an ultimate target of 111.511. So if we come down to the hour, what we're looking for is opportunities to buy into this. And you can see this morning haven't really given us the opportunity. We've had a solid bar, and now we've got a bit of rejection happening. So yesterday as well, there wasn't really an opportunity to get in. By the time we did the videos down here, there was no real opportunity. So for me, waiting for pullbacks before we started getting into this, but this move this morning so far, it's a good 670 points. I'd want to see a decent pullback, probably back into this area here, and that's going to be a pretty big move. So it's 110.421. Okay, but also pretty much end of the month at the moment. So end of month, end of quarter. So anything is possible right now. British pound, Japanese yen. So we did have a bit of a consolidation yesterday, and it does look like we are breaking through some levels at the moment. Now there is a level right above us. Let's get that there, which is what we're flirting with. I would expect us to reject that, come back, and then give us the opportunity to buy into this. What I suspect is going to happen here is you're going to get this shoulder, head, and then come back and form another shoulder. And that's going to give us a bigger consolidation pattern to kick off April. So if you get down to the hour, you can see we had this consolidation sort of wedge type thing, which came up, tested, broke away, came back to do a second test, and then moved up. So I think that is done. So we can get rid of that. Not really clean on the levels. You can see there's my level there, and we sort of got above it, but then came back below it, and now look what's happened. So I would be looking for pullback onto structure, and that is my closest structure here. And I'm going to just put another one in there because It's this zone that we're in here. So 151955 and 151814. Those are the two levels we need to watch for a pullback. And at the moment, just put your channel in, because we're at top of channel, so you want to see a pullback. Yeah, a deep pullback would be nice as well, but I don't think you're going to get that. I think maybe you'll be lucky to get 151814. Then it's an opportunity to buy back into it again. Aussie dollar, US dollar, we are pretty much going nowhere at the moment. Lots of levels that we have here. So you can see this first one here, 076233, which we broke through last week. We sort of broke through again this week. The question is whether we're going to reject it. So a rejection of that is basically going to give us this gap close and possibly move down to 075646. So if we get back down to the hour and start having a look. So yesterday I gave you this level here that we needed to watch for a rejection, and you got the rejection there. So 076604, there was your rejection, had a crossover of your oscillators. We spoke about the diversions yesterday as well. I mean, that was pretty much a perfect storm. And then a break of this trend line then just validated it even further. So I think that that play has basically happened at the moment. Now, what we're looking for is, you'll probably find some buyers come in around this area here. That's 075833. So at the moment, tails to the upside, tails to the downside. Bit of confusion. We've gapped up a little bit. Trend is down. I would like to see this level tested, 076233. If we get it tested, and let's just drop down to 15 minutes so I can show you exactly what you're looking for. You can see there, big tail, red bar. Entry is basically either on the break of this big tail here, or on the break of this little red range bar here, with a stop above the tail. It's a pretty big level, fairly good. Your confidence should be pretty high on that. And then it's break, move your stop down as quick as possible to below the next fractal, and then see if you get a break, a retest of the moving averages, which is exactly what you got here, which happened to be the diagonal as well. And then you had an opportunity further down. Anyway, so same things, 15 minutes is the way to go. Coming back up here does sort of break the moving averages, but that to me is probably the most logical thing. Or alternatively, we're just going to move down to 075833 and then bounce up and come and test some breakouts. And you just need to find those breakouts on the hour, and you can see where they are. Don't need to show you all this all the time. There is our structure there, and that has been rejected already, so that's another area that we'll be watching. So 076128 and 076233. Euro British Pound is the next pair, and we do have this pin bar on the 8 hour off a level, and that level is 085354. We do have a crossover of our oscillators at the moment. Trend is down, but we are sideways right now. It's a fairly big range. So you can see if I put that in there, there's the bottom of the range, there's the top of the range. We have got two bars that have closed below this. So pretty, how to put it, one or two things are going to happen, obviously. It's going to go up or go down. But at the moment, the trend is down, so the bears are trying to keep this going down. But remember, on this pair, we are in a massive consolidation area. There's a lot of structure here. Look at all these levels and buying and selling levels that we've got in this area. And we are stuck in there right now. So overall, the trend on this pair has been up for a couple of years and then sideways for a couple of years. So, you know, if it breaks the structure and comes back and retests it, then there's a lot more downside coming. Alternatively, this could just be consolidation for another move to the upside. But either way, for me at the moment, trend is down, looking to settle for trend. And you can see you had a level here at 085528, which was rejected. So I'd like to see what transpires here. 085354. Look at my oscillators though. Kind of some diversions here as well. You can see that's gently heading higher, whereas this is lower. So there is some divergence here, which should indicate a bigger move up. I think for me, money in pocket, not really interested in this because we are sideways. I suspect we're going to either hover around here, 0.85354, or alternatively we're heading up to 0.85528. That's kind of my view on that at the moment. British pound, New Zealand dollar at the moment, nothing really much happening. We're still stuck between these two levels I gave you yesterday. And just get there quickly, and you can see I gave you these levels here, 196, 198, and then we had this one here at 196.852. So we're still stuck in it. Look to the left, you can see quite a bit of interaction there. So that's where your structure is, top, and there's your bottom two levels. So that is range. Thing is, at the moment, shoulder, head, shoulder. So if we break below here, 195.969, then I suspect we're coming back down here to 194486, and then we've got a little gap here as well, which I suspect will close. And then it would be opportunity to buy into it at the moment. So the only thing that's going to get me buying is a break and retest of 196.852. If I get above that, come back and test it, then I'd be looking for an opportunity to buy. Anyway, guys, that's it for me today on the Forex. Hope it helps, and we will catch up with you bright and breezy tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.